For many poor families, an education is a road to a happier future and the school a symbol of hope and expectation.
Letter D. Letter F. Grandfather.
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Uncle.
But in the absence of such basic amenities as safe water for drinking, soap for washing hands, and clean toilets, the school can become a place of embarrassment, shame, and disgust, particularly for adolescent girls.
Kade choche ok bed maler to nyiri doktor biro school nikech ka choler to you feel comfortable kata ka ine iye.
There were schools that you'd find one latrine door that is shared by pupils and teachers, and the latrines were in a horrible state, and on visiting the school you'd wonder who actually uses that latrine.
In Kenya, the Ministry of Education's per pupil allocation to schools for water, sanitation and hygiene, known collectively as WASH, is so insufficient that school administrators have to make tough choices, often choosing building new classrooms or paying for utilities and books over investments in improving water, sanitation and hygiene for students and teachers.
The amount of money that the government normally gives for this, the latrines and the water points, is very little. That cannot sustain the school community. So funds must be improved.
The Gates Foundation funded Swash Plus project carried out research in Nyanza province, Kenya, to see if enhancements such as improved latrines, treated drinking water and soap would make an impact on student health and educational attainment. The researchers found when provided together, these amenities could reduce disease and improve the overall well-being of students. For example, a combination of WASH services reduced the risk of diarrheal diseases by 66%.
I'm seeing improvement in health, and the cases of stomach problem, cases of children suffering from diseases that are related to water, the waterborne diseases, they are greatly reduced.
Many pupils in our class are sick, but when the containers were produced, the rate of sickness came low.
Findings also revealed that absenteeism among girls dropped by an average of 6 days of school per year for each girl when schools provided treated water for drinking and water and soap for washing hands.
The attendance of the girls has really improved. For one, the girls use the toilets for two purposes: to pass their waste, and they also act as changing rooms, especially when they are in their periods. So they find very good facilities for them to change, so they don't actually drop out of school. They keep on coming. Absenteeism was really reduced.
But the major challenge for Swash Plus was how to help expand this type of impact from the 300 schools in 4 districts where the Swash Plus project was implemented to all the schools in the nation that needed these improvements. Using these and other research findings in less than 200 schools, Swash Plus and like-minded organizations were able to convince the Ministry of Education to double funding for water, sanitation and hygiene services in approximately 20,000 schools across the country.
I don't think this has been a neglected area because the government didn't want to do it. It's only because they didn't have adequate information to do it. Now that we are presenting evidence and we've seen very promising support from Minister of Education, very promising support from Minister of Public Health and Sanitation, and they are just asking us, present us the evidence, we are willing to go with you.
Rafiki yangu mama we.
Rafiki yangu mama we.
Rafiki yangu mama we. Rafiki yangu mama we.
While still insufficient to meet demand, the doubling of funds may mean the difference between whether or not a school is able to buy soap, water treatment chemicals, and latrine cleaning supplies.
We want to have WASH, which is like a part of SWAS, to be replicated all over in the country, and that will give us the bigger picture of reduction, a remarkable reduction of diarrheal diseases in the whole country.
We have built a relationship between government and research institutions which are local, and that partnership can be used to interrogate virtually anything. Any decision you need to make, that can now be used. So it will go way beyond the life of WASH and beyond just WASH as an intervention point.
The project shows that when governments are willing, nationwide changes can be achieved through targeted research and other contributions from development partners.